Hello all, welcome to my channel Bharat Investing. Hope you guys are doing good. So today we'll be learning and analyzing about fine on organics. So basically we'll look into the three important aspect of it, which is the business. So basically, what is the business of fine organics, and what are the future prospects, and how it earns its revenue. This is what we'll be looking into the business section. Second one would be the fundamental analysis, which we'll be doing and looking into its the quarterly results, and how the company has been growing on a year to year basis. And finally we'll be looking into the technical aspect of it. So basically the price action. So basically how the price has moved from when it was launched, and then how currently what is the price and what would be its in the coming days. So now let's talk about the business aspect of fine organics and see what basically fine organic does, right? So now coming, so the important part and the business is that it first thing first is like it belongs to the chemical sector. So it's a chemical stock, and basically what it does is its main business is in manufacturing processing of oleochemical additives which are used in food products or plastic cosmetics. So basically it's a manufacturer, processor, distributor, okay, distributor, and basically of what it's the most important thing is oleochemicals, chemicals additives, and which is used in what, like it's used in foods, it's used in plastics, it's used in cosmetics, etc., right? So this is the main thing because of which we are discussing today, oleochemical additives. Now the second question comes is that what is oleochemicals, and that's what we are going to discuss now. So my main reason for picking this fine organics is because of this reason. Just a minute. So what is oleochemicals is, it's basically an extract, extract of oils, extract of chemicals from plant and animal based, okay. So it's from plant and animal based oils and fats. It's an extract of chemicals from this. So basically the point which I'm trying to make is, the most important thing is that it is natural and it is eco-friendly. It is much better than the synthetic chemicals. So the main point here is that the extraction of they why they use this oleochemical is because it is natural and eco-friendly. And we can see now that more and more awareness is coming in using natural and eco-friendly products, which are very useful, and it doesn't harm the human body. So, and it is much better than synthetic chemicals, which was the traditional way, and which many companies will use and extract the synthetic chemicals, but rather it is using the oleochemicals additive, right? So this is the reason that I have picked this from a business perspective, and further in the video we'll be looking into the fundamentals and the technical as well. But before that, let me take you to its official website as well, so that you can get a clear picture on it, right? So yeah, so I have already opened its website. So this is their official website, and you can see here, as I mentioned earlier, right? The theme itself of the stock and the company is green and eco-friendly, and that is well represented in their website, right? And their main focus and it's on this eco-friendly thing. And here you can see all the different products. So they are basically used in food, polymer, personal care, also in the feed ingredient as well. And then again the coating and specialist in the ingredients and the fine ingredient additives, right? Now if you want to see the details of it, you can just click on this, and then it will show the different categories, like, oh, in food what are the different foods where it is used, and similarly the other major categories. So these are the major where it is used. And just to give you an overview, and now these were the different categories of the food. And now just there is one more point in the business section which I want to mention, like their presence, right? So their presence is not only like in India, but it's also outside India, right? So their production and manufacturing, and they distribute as well, not only in India but outside as well. And they have some very good clients, which are like some of them are like Asian Paints. Coca-Cola is there, which is their big international brand. Then they have Britannia, and they have Pidilite as well, right? And there are many others. So what basically the point I want to make here is that if you closely look at these names, right? So they have, so their business and their client is not focused in one area, right? They are focusing on food as well, they are focusing on paint as well, they are focusing on animal foods as well. So this is a very good point from a business perspective, that their revenue is diversified, right? It's diversified, it's not concentrated in one area. Suppose if revenues goes down in one area, the other one can pick up. So this is a really good point from a business perspective. And so yeah, that's all from a very high level from a business perspective. You can go through their official website for more details, right? And now let's get into the fundamentals of the company. So now let's look into the fundamental of the company, right? So for fundamentals, I'll just let me open the fundamentals of this or stock, and then yeah. So here we are, and so if you see, the market cap of fine organics is almost around 14,800 crores, which is it's kind of a mid cap. You can call it a mid cap company, right? And it's basically a growing company. It's a growth stock. That I what I mean to say here is, and the current price is available at 4,827. I'll be discussing about this in the technical part of the video, right? Now coming to the other aspects of it, if you see the stock piece, it's at now 24, which is good considering the sector that it is in. It is in a chemical sector. And if you see the sector wise P, it is much less than that. And if you the important thing, see here the ROC, which is nothing but return on capital employed, which is very good, which is around 65 percent. Any ROCs which is above 25% is considered good, and it has been generating a very excellent ROC in this perspective, right? And now if you come to the other important aspect, which is the debt to equity, and this is also almost a negligible debt. This is a debt free company, which is again a very good point, right? And now we look into the results, like how are the results been, and what was the latest quarter's result, right? So now if you see, just give me 1 minute. Yeah. So now if you see, in March 2020, right, the sales were around 247, and it has slowly gradually increasing, and now it is, for this quarter it is sitting at almost around 600, whereas the previous year was really good and it was generating close to 900, 700, 900, 800, in that range, right? And their operating profit has also been gradually increased from 57, and now they are somewhere close to 200, right? And their OPM percentage is, also, it was in March 22, it was around 23, and now it is close to around 28, 30, which is again good. Any OPM percentage which is above 15% is considered good, and it has been, maintaining that well in all their quarters. Now coming to the most important thing, which is the net profit after tax, and again that also has increased from 2020 till we are in now 23, and you can see that the profits are also increasing. Yes, the last 2 quarters the profit have been a bit less, but if you see, the consistency is there and it is a growing company. That's one of the important points that I want to highlight here. And now let's look into the year on year how it's performing. That will give you a better perspective. Now if you see here, in March 2016, right, the sales were around 650, 660, and which has gradually increasing. If you see, right, it has been in an increasing mode, and this year we are sitting at around 3000 crores, which is really good. uh, and again the operating profits have also gone from 146 to almost, like, 829, which is excellent again. And again the OPM percentage, as I mentioned, it's been consistently maintaining above 15%, which is really good. And again finally the net profit, again, which was only at 76 crores in 2016, has now jumped to 618 crores, which is excellent actually. So you can see the growth of this company, right? How it is growing. And again we have seen the main reason for it, because their focus is eco-friendly and natural chemicals, which is very good, and it has a very good perspective going forward as well, right? And we'll just quickly now have a glance at the balance sheet as to how much depth and asset they have. As we have already seen, it's a zero depth company. uh, it's a zero depth company. And now if you see here, right, they have good reserves. The reserves have also been increasing, and currently the reserves is at 1500, right? And their borrowing is also, like, in between they had increased the borrowing, but now they are again decreased it, right? And it is now at the lowest ever, which is 29. And if you see, one point here which I want to highlight is the capital work in progress. So this is basically like currently what amount of money the business is investing to grow their business, right? To open new factories or new distributions. Now if you see, it has been in between, increasing to generate, create new plants and all, and again in this year they have increase. So this is a good sign again. And again, as I have mentioned, they have a total asset as well, and it's a zero debt company. So this is one good part, right? So fundamentally, just to give you, like, bottom line, that fundamentally the company looks good. It's been growing consistently. The sales revenue, profit, it has been maintaining a good OPM percentage, and most important thing, it's a debt free company, right? So now, yeah, now let's go into the technical aspect and see the price, at which price it is. And now we'll look into the technical and the price action of Fine Organics as to how it has been. So if you see, it was launched itself in around this 2018, like mid 2018, at around 1000 rupees, right? 900,000 rupees, and from there it has been a constantly the price has been growing. If you see, it has been like a uptrend, and it made its high somewhere in 2022 23, starting at around 7000, and from there the price has again corrected, and it is now in a kind of a sideways momentum, right? So we'll talk about this in detail. So the point here is, if you see, it has given a big run up, and after that there has been a correction. Now if you see this correction, right, this is approximately, just give me a minute. This is approximately 42%, right? Almost the stock had corrected 42%, and it is somewhere now. And if you see the current, right, currently it is present at around, available at 30% discount, right? So whenever a stock has given a such big rally, and after that it is expected, and it is good that it goes for a healthy correction. Now I call this as a healthy correction, because the business and fundamentals both are supporting the company. There is no wrong with anything wrong with the business or with the fundamentals. It is perfectly fine. It is growing, in fact, but the price has gone. So this is how stock market will behave, and it always gives opportunity for us to enter, right? So now basically, if you see, the current price, the current price is at around 4800 level, and after giving this much correction, what probably I feel is that it might go into a sideways movement like this, right? And then it again starts its upward journey, because the fundamental is good and the business is good. So probably this yeah, and again, this support is good for some fresh buy, and if you already have some at a higher price, you can add it add it at this level, right? So yeah, this is what from a technical perspective. And so that's it for today, guys. Thank you for watching this video. And if you like this video, please hit the like button, and also press the subscribe button, so that you can get the notifications for the upcoming videos, right? Let's meet in the next video. Thanks.